सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुलें हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा. Better than the entire world is our Hindustan. We are its nightingales and it is our garden abode. Good evening, everyone. Today I, Akanksha Sharma, and with me, Govardhan Sharma, on behalf of student organization Techions, lovely professional university, welcome you all to this online mega event, Ekatra Bharat, which is a cultural event. India, which is a cradle of human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of history, the grandmother of legends, and the great great grandmother of tradition. India is incredible India, full of colors, country of contrast, country of tradition, country of spirituality. तभी तो कहा जाता है एकत्र भारत. This event was inaugurated yesterday on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti by an incredible personality, none other than Kisan Babu Rao Hazare ji, also known as Anna Hazare ji. He truly appreciated the Ekatra Bharat initiative by Techions for the rejuvenation of the lost essence of the Indian culture. He said, रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक हो, हिंद देश के निवासी सभी जन एक है. And we all believe that yes, there is a unity in the diversity. Also, grace to the session was added by the Honorable Chancellor, Lovely Professional University, Shri Ashok Mittal, and Worthy Pro Chancellor, Lovely Professional University, Madam Rashmi Mittal. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to discover yourself as the color of Cultural Fest unfolds. Telling you about this incredible initiative, Ekatra Bharat, by student organization Techions, is only focused to celebrate every culture, every tradition, every color of every state and union territories. So all the members of this organization are divided into 4 teams: Team A, Team B, Team C, and Team D. And all the 29 states and 9 union territories are divided among these teams. So on an average, each team got 8 or 9 states to represent. So bringing you this cultural show of incredible India or Ekatra Bharat by the members of Techions. So now I would like to welcome Mr. Ajay Jha, Principal Arya Vidyalaya Secondary School, Shillong, Meghalaya, and Miss Megha, who is very famous and talented YouTuber plus dancer from Uttarakhand. Also, I would like to welcome Miss Ruchika, Head of Department, Verbal Ability, Lovely Professional University. It's an honor and privilege to have you all among us. So welcome all of you. From now, my co-host Govardhan Sharma will take over. Over to you, Govardhan.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आकांक्षा. आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि अनेकता में एकता ही हमारी शान है, इसलिए हमारा भारत महान है. तो इसी के साथ मैं एकत्र भारत की शुरुआत करता हूं. जैसे कल अन्ना जी ने कहा और हम सब भी जानते हैं कि पश्चिमी संस्कृति का प्रभाव भारतीय जीवन पर काफी देखने को मिला है. इसकी वजह से हमारी अपनी भारतीय संस्कृति कहीं खो सी गई है. इस छात्र संगठन टेकियोंस का यह अद्भुत प्रयास है जिसमें सभी प्रतियोगी भारत के विभिन्न राज्यों की संस्कृति को प्रदर्शित करेंगे. और ये हमारे इस प्रयास को अन्ना जी ने भी बहुत सराहा है और उन्होंने कहा अगर भारत को बनाना है तो हमें युवा पीढ़ी को जगाना होगा. तो इसी के साथ मैं संत कबीर जी की कुछ पंक्तियां कहना चाहूंगा. कबीरा कुआं एक है, पानी भरे अनेक, भांडे ही में भेद है, पानी सब में एक. इसमें संत जी कहना चाहते हैं कि जाति, धर्म, संप्रदाय सब इंसान के बनाए हुए हैं. ईश्वर किसी में भी भेदभाव नहीं करता. परम सत्ता की नजर में हम सब एक हैं और उसी के जाए हैं. तो इसी के साथ आगे का सफर मैं अपनी सहयोगी आकांक्षा पे छोड़ता हूँ.
वेरी वेल सेड गोवर्धन. मैं मुस्लिम हूँ, तू हिंदू है दोनों इंसान. ला मैं तेरी गीता पढ़ लूं, तू पढ़ ले कुरान. अपने तो दिल में है दोस्त, बस एक ही है अरमान. एक थाली में खाना खाए सारा हिंदुस्तान. Diversity came here in stream of unity. Ek Om Satyam Vipra Buddham Vidyanti. God is one, but different set of mind define it with different name. Whether it is Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Christian, and Jews, everyone is invited without any invitation. Where guest is treated as God. That's why this country is known as Incredible India, Atulya Bharat. So, talking about rules of the event, participants, please listen carefully. All the participants are requested to be ready with their presentation and come forward when announced. Presentation to be of maximum 3 minutes. If the given time of presentation exceeded, it will lead to the negative marking. Participants are required to turn on their cameras and mic while giving the presentation. Make sure that there is no background noise and good internet connectivity. So with this, we will start with our event. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready to board a flight. I welcome you on a board flight 310 Ekatra Bharat Airlines. And make sure you don't switch off your laptops and phone. We are about to take off to our first destination, which is the land of great freedom fighter Birsa Munda. And its breathtaking beauty leaves everyone yearning for more, much more, and yes, much more. Yes, I am talking about Jharkhand. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Nancy has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign, who will take us to a new experience, Jharkhand. Please fasten your seatbelts. अपनी सीट की पेटी को बांध लीजिए. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you. Over to you, Nancy.
Thank you, Akansha ma'am. चाहिए बस के बहंगिया बहंगी लचकता जा। स्वागत बा। जानते हैं हम कहाँ का बात करेंगे? अरे अपना झारखंड। I heartily welcome you all to the land of tribals, Jharkhand. From the land of rich greenery and colorful culture to the land of abundant forests and the hub of flora and fauna. Jharkhand is a state in eastern India full of various cultures and traditions. The state shares its border with the state of Bihar to the north and Uttar Pradesh to the northwest. The state was formed in 2000. The state was previously being part of Bihar. Every place has its history. So talking about the history of Jharkhand, prior to the arrival of Britishers, the area was ruled by various indigenous groups. So ladies and gentlemen, tighten up your belts and let's visit the historical places of Jharkhand, which includes Maruti Temple, Tedigari Fort, Baba Bajanath Temple, Isko Village, etc. Rajmahal is located in Sahibganj with an historical importance. Isko village that is located in Sahibganj, famous for its carvings and rock paintings. There has been a great increase in literacy rate when compared to past. Overall literacy rate is 70.3%, while enrollment of girls is still only 50%. Total revenue of the state is estimated to be 21,670 crore in 2020. There has been a major outbreak due to COVID-19 situation devastating the overall income of the state. Total number of cases is 5.9 million, in which recovery is only 4.85 million, and the death rate goes to 93,375. Jharkhand is rich in its traditions and cultures. Some folk and tribal dances in Jharkhand is Janani, Jumel, Chumta, Pakua, etc. Folk dances can be classified into two parts, that is Sadani and tribal dance. Jharkhand food is so famous not only there but also in other places, which includes litti chokha, juska, handi, mushroom, etc. The place is full of interesting facts. Netarhat, the queen of Chota Nagpur, which lies in the heart of Jharkhand, famous for early rise of sun and makes a traveling spot. Ranchi is known as the city of waterfalls and is also the hometown of our captain cool Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Ranchi holds the highest flag of 43 feet that is visible from each and every corner of the state. Dhanbad is the coal capital and Jamshedpur in Jharkhand is the first planned industrial city in India, and yet many more facts. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Nancy. Jharkhand truly is a land that needs to be seen and experienced to be believed. So please do visit here if you long to breathe in nature and experience exhilaration and excitement. So with a love-filled heart from Jharkhand. So now, moving next, we have Shritaj, who is taking us to the Union Territory, which was basically a state 1 year back that had 3 divisions. And the landscape of these 3 divisions are exactly as different as their cuisine and culture is. But one thing is that is common, that is the beauty. Everywhere there are wonderful landscape, whether it is Pangong Lake or Dal Lake, snow-covered mountain peaks or Ladakh rock beauty. Yes, Jammu and Kashmir, the crown of India. So Shritaj, please come forward and take us to Jammu and Kashmir. Over to you, Shritaj.
Hey, let's go to Jammu and Kashmir this summer. No, Baba, no, it's not safe over there. Hey, let's go. I'll show you the bright side of Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, it is said that to travel is to evolve. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself. I am Shritesh Phule, and today I am going to talk about the most well-known tourist place, Jammu and Kashmir. Speaking about the history, the origin of the Jammu and Kashmir can be traced to the age of Raja Jambu Lochan in the 14th century BC. The city of the name Jammu and Kashmir is named after him. Now, talking about the tourism of Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir consists of enormous fascinating tourist places such as Amar Singh Palace, which now has been converted into museum. Ladakh, famous for long valleys and road trips. Bashnoi Bridge, Basoli Bridge, Dal Lake are also some of the best tourist places in Jammu and Kashmir. Speaking about the most important and my favorite part, cuisine. Jammu and Kashmir cuisine is very delicious. Monjok, Goshtaba, Noon Chai are some of the favorite dishes and famous dishes of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, talking about the traditional dress of Jammu and Kashmir. Costumes of Jammu and Kashmir are well known for their embroidery and design. Most of the garments are made up of wool and silk. Pashmina shawls are famous worldwide. Now you can enjoy virtually the dance of Jammu and Kashmir, Kashmiri dance and Kurd dance. Now talking about the revenue status, literacy rate, COVID-19 status, and hospital status of Jammu and Kashmir. The total budget revenue of Jammu and Kashmir is rupees 64,269. There was a major outbreak of COVID-19 in the state, with total cases of 65,226. The overall literacy rate of Jammu and Kashmir is 67.16%, and there are 2,400 treatment beds for 1,000 additional quarantine and 1,000 additional quarantine beds. Also 180 ventilators for 1.25 crore population. Now coming to last but not the least, fun and facts of Jammu and Kashmir. Why you should visit Jammu and Kashmir. Siachen Glacier, the world's highest battlefield, is situated in Jammu and Kashmir. India's first floating post office, built on a houseboat in Mood at the western edge of the lake, is present in Jammu and Kashmir. With that note, I'd like to conclude my presentation. I hope you will visit Jammu and Kashmir once this pandemic is over. Thank you.
Wow. If there is heaven on earth, it's here, it's here, and it's here. Thank you, Shritash, for showing us the paradise on earth. So with this, moving next, taking you to the gateway of the South. If there is a one state in India that offers an interesting mix of culture, traditions, history, artistic skills, IT leadership, and spanking modernity on a platter, yes, it is Andhra Pradesh. So come and savor the flavor of Andhra Pradesh with Abhishek. Over to you, Abhishek.
कुछ तकदीर से कुछ तस्वीर से मानो बाहर निकल आए हैं, दक्षिण भारत के इस छोर पे खुशियों के अंबार लाए हैं. Shubh Shayantram everyone. I, Kumar Abhishek, welcome you to the egg bowl of Asia. I welcome you to the Kohinoor of India. Yes, I proudly welcome you to Andhra Pradesh. Let us go down the time lane and discover the rich history of this land. Well, this was formed in 1953. And it was the first ever state formed on the linguistic basis. And in 1956, it merged with other Telugu-speaking areas to form Andhra Pradesh. Well, recently, the state was divided to form its sister land named Telangana. So now, let's have a quick virtual tour to the exuberant culture and heritage of the state. Well, be it the Dhyana Buddha statue or the gateway of Rayalaseema, be it the Tirumala Venkateshwara temple or the Veerbhadra temple. All these monuments or these splendid monuments have been existing since the dawn of history. And now, moving on to the next slide, you really need to have a tissue with you, as you are surely going to drool over these mouth-watering dishes. Well, Andhra Pradesh is a state that truly justifies the statement, taste be, health be. Moving on to the next slide. Well, be it the typical Indian outfit or the meticulous craft, be it the melodious sound of veena or the graceful dance form of kuchipudi, all of them do carry some grace with them. Now, let's talk about some economy of Andhra Pradesh.
Well, did you know that per capita income at current prices increased from 1,22,000 to 1,08,000? Yes, and these are the related graphs. Next, let's know about something interesting of Andhra Pradesh. Well, did you know that it was August 18, 1868, when helium was discovered in Guntur of Andhra Pradesh? And did you know that Telugu film industry holds the maximum number of Guinness World Records? Next is Andhra Pradesh has given the most number of presidents to India. Interesting, right? And the last, my favorite one, thanks to late Pingali Venkaya ji, who designed our national flag. With this, I would like to end by saying a few lines about Andhra Pradesh. Pure mind feels purity of Andhra Pradesh. A well-developed state is very well managed. Citizens are helpful and highways always shine. Every path is empowered by light, the sunrise. With this, our magnificent journey of Andhra Pradesh comes to end. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Wow, thank you, Abhishek, for showing us the rich culture of India's sunrise state, Andhra Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, here I would like to share one interesting fact with you, that people of Andhra Pradesh speak Telugu language. And at the time of British, the language was so advanced and so mellifluous that the Britishers gave the status Italians of the East to this language. So with this, moving next, as we all know that India is renowned worldwide for its unity in diversity. And there is one state that exemplifies this par excellence. One state that plays home to multiple worlds thriving together in harmony. One state that has become a hotbed for tourism because no matter what color is your world, you will probably find it here in Karnataka. So yes, requesting Swati to please come forward and tell us something about Karnataka. Over to you, Swati.
Karnataka Swagata. Karnataka is the state in southwestern region of India. It is the largest state in South India and the 7th largest in the country. Going to the history of the state, with an antiquity that dates back to the Paleolithic, Karnataka has been home to some of the most powerful empires in India, such as the Vijayanagara Empire and the Bahmani Sultanate. In Karnataka, you will be able to see some of the breathtaking archaeological sites in the country. Oh, Hampi, the lonely hamlet, what is the secret bonding between you and me that I cannot figure out? Yes, Hampi, the best kept one. Mysore Palace, Bijapur, Srirangapatna, Dandeli, etc. You will get the touch and feel experience with the past of our country. Coming to the delicacies of Karnataka, the state offers mouth-watering savories from Basi Belabad, the most famous Mysore Pak, dosas, katta idli, etc. Traditional clothes inculcate the culture of a particular place. Here, we have the traditional clothes of Karnataka. As most of the other states, women wear silk saris and men wear dhotis. Jumping onto the dance forms of the state, it includes Yakshagana, Dolu Kunita, Sugi Kunita, Kamsale, Gura Arade. Karnataka has fought well with the emerged COVID-19 crisis, with an active number of cases of 95,568, with the recovered cases of 4,44,658. Moving on to some of the most interesting facts about the state. It is the largest state in South India. Karnataka has the best coffees to offer in the country. It owns the majestic Mysore Palace, and it is home to one of the first private radio stations in our country. Freedom in mind, strength in words, pureness in blood, pride in our souls, zeal in our hearts. Let's salute the spirit of Karnataka. Jai Karnataka Mate. Dhanyavadagalu.
Thank you, Swati. From ancient history to breathtaking geography, from Western Ghats to the Western coastlines, from culture that have stood up for centuries to the modern cosmos culture, from the bustling metropolis to the pristine nature, from thriving economy to the heartfelt hospitality. Whatever you seek, whatever your interests are, there is something for you, for everyone in Karnataka. Now, let's take you to the land of legends, a land with the longest coastline in India, which is vibrant, culturally rich, and has many legendary tales to its fame. This wonderful place has temples, beaches, exotic wildlife, splendid structure, rich art and craft, old age tradition to charm the world. Let's start off your journey to discover the culture, tradition, and heritage of Gujarat. Jai 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 Garvi Gujarat. Over to you, Swati.
Swagat Che to the land of lions and legends, Mara Gujarat. The state of Gujarat is in the western coast of India, which lies in the Kathiawar Peninsula with a population of 60.4 million people. The word Gujarat is derived from the word Gujaradesha, which means the land of Gurjars, who ruled the area from 8th and 9th century. Stepping onto the history of Gujarat, the state encompasses some of the sites of ancient Indus Valley civilization such as the Lothal, Dholavira, and Goladoro, and its history dates back to the rule of the greatest emperor of India, Chandragupta Maurya. Gujarat has many historical places to visit in our country, from Rani Ki Vav, which is also known as the Queen's Stepwell, Lakshmi Vilas Palace, the official residence of the Vadodara royal family, Mahabad Maqbara, the mausoleum of the Bahaduddin Bhai Hassan Bhai, Dholavira, which is one of the most archaeological sites, Dalit Stepwell, the masterpiece of Indian architecture. Coming to the delicacies, food of Gujarat includes the most famous dokla, papri, sev mamra, etc. Adding to that fact, most of the Gujaratis are vegetarians. रस रचीलो साज सजीलो शुभ घड़ी छे आवी आजा आजा टमटमाता शमना मुझे लावी ओ लावी. What comes to your mind when you hear this music? Yes, the Garba nights and the Dandiya. Gujarat has 4 major dance forms, lining from Dandiya Ras, Garba, Garbi, and Padar. Gujarat is known for its vibrancy. So coming to the traditional dresses of Gujarat, the most famous amongst them is the Patola silks, which is known as the queen of silks, and the traditional block prints, etc. Literacy rate of Gujarat is 78% with a growing rate of 10.35%, and the total revenue of the state is 1.63 lakhs crore. Gujarat has well done in the scenario of COVID-19. Maintained well with 1,27,000 total cases, out of which 1,08,000 recovered, and the death rate was only 3,367. Coming to some of the interesting facts about the state, the first thing that comes out to our mind is that it is the safest state in our country with a crime rate of only 8.2, and it has the least crime rate against women after Goa. Gujarat is the only state in India to have a statewide gas grid of 2,200 kilometers, and it is the only natural habitat of Asiatic lions after Africa. Aabhar. Dhanyavad.
Wonderful. Swati, by watching this, I remember very famous lines. कुछ लोग यहाँ इसलिए आते हैं क्योंकि ये शक्तिपीठ है, और कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि माँ से मिलने के लिए भी कोई वजह चाहिए भला. आप भी आए, यहाँ खुशबू है भक्ति की, बरसात की, खुशबू है गुजरात की. मिलेगा बहुत कुछ गुजरात में, कुछ दिन तो गुजारिए गुजरात में. So now from here, Govardhan will take over. Over to you, Govardhan.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आकांक्षा. और अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगा कोमल को कि वो आए और ले चले हमें पश्चिम की ओर मिष्टी दोई और रसगुल्ले से भरे आनंद के राज्य पश्चिम बंगाल में.
Namaskar. Paschim Bengal apner anek shobhagatam. Welcome to the land of sweetest language, West Bengal, which is the fourth most populous state in India. Kolkata, the city of joy, is as a capital of West Bengal, and the people who live here are called Bengalis, and the language they speak is Bengali language, which is the sweetest language. Now come to the history, which began in 1947. When India gained independence, Bengal was partitioned in two parts, the western part and the eastern part. Western part went to India and the eastern part joined by Pakistan, which was later renamed as East Pakistan. Now let's visit some tourist places. West Bengal is full of tourist places and some of them are Victoria Memorial, which is dedicated to Queen Victoria and now uses as museum. Howrah Bridge. The speciality of this bridge is that you found no pillar at the center of this bridge, and many more are Dakshineshwari Mandir, Siliguri, and Darjeeling. And now coming to famous music and dance forms. The Bengalis mostly love to listen the songs which are composed by Rabindranath Tagore and Qazi Nazrul Islam. And the famous dance forms are Chahu, Santali, and Gaudiya Nritya. So these are the famous dance forms of West Bengal. And now you are definitely going to crave for this. Bengali cuisines. The famous sweet Bengali cuisines are Roshagulla, Mishti Doi, and Sondish. And in non-veg, Bengali love to eat fish curry with rice and chapati. And now talking about traditional dresses. Bengali women wear sari, mostly white with a red border. And men also wear traditional costumes such as kurta dhoti. And now talking about coronavirus status. So the total cases in West Bengal are 2,35,000 above, and out of which recovered are 2,05,000 above. And the people we lost due to this coronavirus are 4,544 above. And now the most interesting fun and facts about West Bengal. Over 250-year-old, the Great Banyan Tree is in West Bengal. And the third largest cricket stadium in the world, Eden Gardens, is in West Bengal. Kolkata is the city in India to have a tram network. And the second largest football stadium in the world, that is Salt Lake, is in West Bengal. And many more other fun facts are also there. I hope you enjoyed this virtual tour of West Bengal. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कोमल, हमें पश्चिम बंगाल की सैर करवाने के लिए। और मैं अपने सहयोगी कांसा से पूछना चाहूंगा कि जैसे कि आप खाने के बहुत शौकीन हैं, तो आप कुछ बताइए हमें पश्चिम बंगाल के खाने के बारे में।
While talking about Kolkata, if food doesn't come into the picture, it makes any conversation about Kolkata incomplete. Yes, Govardhan, you're basically right. Whether you have a sweet tooth or not, the Mishti Doi and the Rasgulla have been winning hearts for ages, and mine too.
बिल्कुल ठीक कहा आपने कांक्षा, शायद इसीलिए ही कोलकाता को आनंद का राज्य कहा जाता है। चलिए अब हम आपको ले चलते हैं हिमालय की गोद में बसे भारत का एक छोटा सा राज्य सिक्किम, जिसे पूर्व का स्विट्जरलैंड भी कहा जाता है। और अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगा शालिनी को कि वो आए और हमें पूर्व के स्विट्जरलैंड की सैर करवाएं।
हवाओं में कैसा ये अद्भुत जोर है, शायद हम सिक्किम की ओर हैं। Sikkim, where nature smiles, a small but beautiful paradise, also known as Goodly region, is an Indian state nestled in Himalayas. This one of the smallest state is located in the northeastern part of the country. Its capital is Gangtok. Sikkim has its 11 official languages. The Kingdom of Sikkim was founded in the 17th century. Till 1975, Sikkim was an independent country of Buddhists. On 16th May 1975, Sikkim merged with India and became one of its states. If you have ever wondered how does it feels like when you are in heaven, then you must visit Sikkim. Gangtok, Paling, Shango Lake and many more are full of peace. The way Sikkim is filled up with beautiful places, in the same way these places are filled up with a lot of cuisine full of taste. Here are a few of them. Dal bhati, bamboo shoot, dhindo, churpi soup, everyone's favorite momos and many more. The dressing style of eastern states is very different from the northern ones. In Sikkim, the dress for male is known as Thokrodam and for female it is Bhutia tribe. With the dress being so bright and of cheerful colors, Sikkim has its eye-catching famous dances like Bihu Mishta, Tashi Jalda and many more. And if we talk about the economy of the Sikkim, its budget is quite high. For this year, Sikkim has passed the budget of rupees 9,100 crores and the average literacy rate is 89.26%. And like the whole world, Sikkim is also facing COVID-19 pandemic. The first COVID-19 case that Sikkim has faced was on 30th January 2020. And currently it has around 2,500 current COVID-19 patients. and the most important things which we all should know about Sikkim. It has taken a lot of years to Sikkim for becoming India's state. As we all know, India had got its independence in the year 1947. But officially, Sikkim has become India's 22nd state in the year 1975. Sikkim is the only state in India where most of the people have their origin from a different country, Nepal. With this, I want to end my presentation. Enjoy the diverse and colorful culture of Sikkim and immerse yourself in it. झीलों का मनोरम संगीत फैला हर तरफ घनघोर है, शायद हम सिक्किम की ओर हैं. थैंक यू.
आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा शालिनी। यहाँ के आसमान को छूती हुई धुंध से ढकी पहाड़ियां, तिस्ता नदी का कलकल करता हुआ पानी पहाड़ों की सैर करता हुआ मैदानों में उतरता है। कुछ इसी तरह सिक्किम में बसती है प्रकृति की एक खूबसूरत अद्भुत खूबसूरत प्रकृति। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद शालिनी हमें सिक्किम की सैर करवाने के लिए। ਹੁਣ तक ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਬ ਦੀ ਸੈਰ ਕਰਵਾਈ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਉੱਤਰ ਦੀ ਤਰਫ। ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ ਆਕਾਂक्षा ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਉਣ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਰਣਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਵੀਰ ਸਪੂਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਨਮ ਦੇਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਧਰਤੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਸੈਰ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ।
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Akanksha. Punjab de Pind vich tuada swagat hai. Yes, welcoming you to the land of 5 rivers. Talking about Punjab history in 3-4 lines, taking you back to the days of 1947. बहुत बड़ा हुआ करता था हमारा देश, न जाने कितनी ही जातियां थी, न जाने कितने ही थे देश। लेकिन अखबार में एक दिन ऐसी खबर आई, साथ में वो अपने अपनों की जुदाई का पैगाम लाई। चुन लो एक एक मुल्क, उन लोगों को कहा गया। जुदाई का आलम था, चारों तरफ छा गया। कोई उधर चला गया तो कोई इधर आ गया, कोई पाकिस्तान तो कोई हिंदुस्तान कहला गया, और इसी के बीच हमारा पंजाब आ गया। And also came our share of Punjab, or a line of Punjab, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who became the king of Punjab at an age of 20. Coming to the tourism, when anybody talk about Punjab, the first thing that comes to the mind is the Golden Temple. It's not just a temple or a tourist spot, but the biggest cultural heritage of the Sikh community. And there are many more spiritual historical places like Harikepattan Gurudwara, Jallianwala Bagh, and Gobindgarh Fort. As it is said, Punjabi is the blood group ghee positive. Yes, in Punjabi Rasoi, you will find all the delicacies made up of generous amount of ghee and butter, starting from butter chicken, makki di roti, sarson da saag, prantha, chole bhature, kulcha, and lassi. Now, talking about dress, women in Punjab wear kurta with patiala salwar or Punjabi ghagra, adding up to the hair accessories like parada and fulkari dupatta. Men in Punjab wear kurta with tehmat. All the photographs shown on your screen are of participants only. Now, talking about the dance forms in Punjab, coming to the dance forms of Punjab, whether Bhangra, Jhumar, Luddi, and Gidda, you can virtually see all the dance forms on your screen now. There is a very famous line in Punjab that "Aural miliye, Bhangra paiye, nach nach ajdarti laiye." That's the type of energy you feel in these dance forms. I hope that all these made your feet alive too. Talking about revenue status of the state, the overall literacy in Punjab is 75.8%, and the COVID-19 status, the state is doing good, and the total number of hospitals in Punjab is 2,320, and it is the 14th largest state economy in India. Talking about fun and facts, there are many fun and facts about the state, but I would like to tell you the most amazing one. The foundation of the Sikhism was laid down in Punjab by Guru Nanak Dev, and it is the capital of Sikh pilgrimage. Yes, not forgetting that the Punjab is the granary of India, largest agricultural state of India. अब जाते जाते कुछ लाइंस पंजाब के लिए। पंजाब की धरती के रंग अनेक, जहां बहती 5 नदियां, खेलती हंसती करती बातें अनेक, किसानों की मेहनत यहाँ है अपना रंग दिखलाती, अनाज देश के हर कोने कोने पहुंचाती, पंजाब के हैं रंग हजार, झूमती फिरती यहाँ की मुटियार, कुछ ऐसा ही है मेरा प्यारा पंजाब। थैंक यू।
आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा आकांक्षा, और मैं भी कुछ पंक्तियां कहना चाहूंगा पंजाब के बारे में। दास्ता है यहाँ वीर शूरवीरों की, जिन्हों की वतन पे जान कुर्बान, लोक नाच भंगड़ा गिद्धा हमारा है, जिससे बनी है इसकी शान, और ऐसा ही है हमारा प्यारा पंजाब। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आकांक्षा हमें पंजाब की ये सैर करवाने के लिए। तो आगे का सफर मैं अपनी सहयोगी आकांक्षा शर्मा पे छोड़ता हूँ। जी आकांक्षा।
Thank you, Govardhan. So with this, moving ahead, Let us take to the place where you can cruise in the backwater, a place where there is a cusp of the Bay of Bengal, in the heart of the once mighty Chola Empire, home to 33,000 amazing sculptures where the legends whisper the story of Lord Rama, and a place where there is an abode of Lord Shiva, the dancing god. Yes, let us take you to the Tamil Nadu. So requesting Shivani to come forward. Over to you, Shivani.
Vanakkam everyone. Today I am here to take you all to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu lies in the southernmost part of Indian peninsula, having capital Chennai. It was the second largest state economy in India in 2012, has highest number of business enterprises, and stands second in total employment in India. Now we will move on to history. The three ancient Tamil dynasties, namely Chera, Chola, and Pandya, were of ancient origin. After independence of India, after Telugu and Malayalam parts of Madras state were separated from Tamilgam state in 1956, it was renamed as Tamil Nadu in 1968 by the state government. Now, moving on to the places to visit, which include Kanchipuram, popular for its exquisite temples and silk saris. Madurai have number of historical monuments with the Meenakshi Temple and Thirumalai Nayak Palace. Vellore Fort, large 16th century fort situated in heart of Vellore city, and some sightseeing places include Kunur for thrilling joyride, Yelagiri for exciting adventure activities, Valapparai for beautiful hill stations, etc. Now moving on to everyone's favorite part, food and food habits. The famous food include dosa, sambar, upma, uttapam, etc. And habits include more use of dairy products and tamarind for flavor. Now looking on to culture and tradition, Hinduism lies at the core of culture of Tamil Nadu, which has a rich history of art and entertainment. The traditional clothing include lungi for men and traditional sari and blouse for women. Bharatnatyam is the traditional dance of Tamil Nadu. Now moving on to the statistics of Tamil Nadu, the per capita GSDP of Tamil Nadu is 2,735.29, having total population of 72.14 million with high literacy rate. Now let's see some facts about the state. It is the 11th largest state, having enormous area, and 7th most populous state in India. Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Tamil Nadu is the southernmost point of mainland India. Kurinji flowers, which blooms one after every 12 years, are found in Tamil Nadu. And there are many more things. That's it from my side. So I suggest you all to must visit and explore all of Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivani, for making us to explore the lushness, to explore the Niagara of India, exploring the surging confluence of three oceans, resting in the loving lap of nature. So do visit and experience yourself in enchanting Tamil Nadu. Now, moving further to the land situated in amongst lush green valley and the majestic mountains, the land of breathtaking beauty, matchless grace, the sprawling tea gardens, exotic wildlife, flora and fauna, swift and scenic flowing rivers, riverine islands, and the majestic Brahmaputra, the exotic Bihu dance, vibrant culture, rich tribal tradition, and generous people add further charm to this gorgeous natural landscape. If you are a nature lover or a travel enthusiast, the delightful state of Assam is the place to be. So now calling Abhijit to please come forward and take us to Assam.
Namaskar, Apunar Ki Khabar. Assam, a place full of trees. Green as it can be, a place with cool breeze, a sanctuary with animals free. Here one's soul is at ease, a place of tranquility. A place where rice and fish is a delicacy, celebrating the harvest with bonfires and dance. A place to celebrate nature, here live many a tribe. Assam, the pride of the East. Talking about the history, the Ahoms ruled the state, shifting the center of power from Kamrupa to Sibasagar. With their palaces and shrines, finally, after fighting many battles, the able General Lachit Barphukan defeated the Mughals. But their rule, language, legacy, and heritage still in the dark of history. Talking about the historical places, the word Paua means 1/4, and hence Paua Mecca figuratively refers to having some of the sanctity of Mecca. Rangghar is one of the oldest surviving amphitheaters of Asia. It is located near Rangpur Palace at a distance of 3 km from Sibasagar town. Talatalghar, Surya Pahar, Darang, Silchar, Sibasagar, Sukaffa Samanya Kshetra are the other famous historical places. Who is not fond of food, ladies and gentlemen? We have khar, masoor tenga, pittika, parmangzo, pulu or leta, duck meat curry. Talking about the culture of Assam, Assamese adorn very simple dresses and mostly handloom. Ojapalli, Devadasi and Satriya are the major dancing styles of Assam. Bholtal Nitya is an extension of Sankari culture. Talking about the literacy of Assam, it is 85.9, and considering the revenue, it is 6.2 higher than the previous year. Talking about the COVID patients, it is 161,000 plus cases, and recovered cases are 130,000 plus. There are 1,200 COVID beds in Assam. Talking about the fun and facts about the state, Assam, the gateway to Northeast India, is for its rich and diverse wildlife, amazing traditional cuisine, vibrant dance forms, and its hospitality. Northeastern varieties of cuisine like thupka or momos. The state has numerous cafes and restaurants. Guwahati houses important institutes like the High Court, National Law University, Indian Institute of Technology, and even police headquarters. We all know that Bihu is like the main festival of Northeastern state. Yes, Assam celebrates Bihu thrice. Assam has its own state anthem, and it is written by Lakshminath Bezbara. O Mura Punar Desh, O Mursi Khuni Desh, Ene Khonsu Ola, Ene Khonsu Fola, Ene Khomoro Moro Desh. Doinabad. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Abhijit, for presenting the awesome Assam. Now with this, calling Shalini to please come ahead and take us to the land of love, the land of Ganga, to the land of Buddha, to the land of Pandavas, to the land of Krishna, to the land of Nawabs, to the land of Rama. Welcome to the land of Uttar Pradesh, the home of Taj. Over to you, Shalini.
मिलेगा यहाँ सारा देश, ये है हमारा उत्तर प्रदेश. Uttar Pradesh is at the heart of India, hence it is also known as the heartland of India. It is located on the north side of India. Its capital is Lucknow. Hindi is the most widely spoken and is also the official language of the state. It is fourth largest state by area. Going towards the history of Uttar Pradesh, the state was created on 1st April 1937 as United Provinces and was renamed later on as Uttar Pradesh in 1950. The state has 64 cities and each one of them tells a kind of ancient religious story. Uttar Pradesh has several historical, natural and religious tourist places. When it comes to the historical places, no other state can leave behind Uttar Pradesh. Almost all the cities like Agra, Lucknow, Varanasi, Allahabad, Mathura, Fatehpur Sikri, Ayodhya, Vrindavan, Jhansi, Kushnagar, Sarnath, Meerut, Aligarh are all filled up with historical places. And even one out of the 7 wonders of the world, Taj Mahal, is there in the state. You must be aware of the mouth-watering dishes of Uttar Pradesh. The state is well known for its infinite food stalls and cuisine like Batti Chokha, Bedhai, Peda, Bedmi, Gujia, etc. Even though everyone prefers to wear Western nowadays, but when it comes to festive seasons or visiting any religious places, everyone wear their traditional clothes. In the state Uttar Pradesh, traditional dress for women is sari and dhoti with the topi or pagdi on head for men. The state is a home to a very old tradition in dance and music, but Kathak is the most famous dance form in Uttar Pradesh. The state is 5th largest of all the states in terms of economy. Literacy rate for male is 79.24% and for female it is 59.26%. And the death rate of COVID-19 patient is 1.4% in Uttar Pradesh. Last but not least, some of the unique things about Uttar Pradesh. It is the only state which shares its border with neighboring states. The largest king of the whole world, Kumbh Mela, takes place only in the state. It is on the top of all other states of India in terms of tourism. This was just a brief sighting of the beautiful state Uttar Pradesh. The state is a lot more than being described in the words. इसीलिए तो कहते हैं अगर यूपी नहीं देखा तो पूरा इंडिया नहीं देखा.
Thank you, Shalini, for taking us to the soul of India, having amazing heritage and grand experience. Banare Banaras, it is always enchanting and always fulfilling. With this, let us take you to the home of Himalayas, land of God, land of yoga, to another paradise on earth, a place of faith, nature's eternal home. Yes, this is simply heaven. It is called Uttarakhand. Requesting Shritaj to come and please start presenting Uttarakhand. Over to you, Shritaj.
उत्तराखंड का जब भी जिक्र होता है पर्वत का, पहाड़ का, ऊंचाई का, सच्चाई का, अच्छाई का, खूबसूरती का, सुंदरता का और शांति का. Uttarakhand is the combination of regions of Kedarnath and Manaskund. Also, it is often called as the land of gods or Devbhumi from ancient times due to presence of enormous Hindu pilgrimage spots. Coming to tourist places of Uttarakhand, स्वर्ग कहूँ या केदारनाथ, बात तो एक ही है. Kedarnath temple, which is dedicated to Lord Shiva. Nainital, which is the most famous popular hill stations of India. Haridwar, regarded as holy place for Hindus, where Kumbh Mela is celebrated after every 12 years. Bhatta Fall, Robbers Cave are also the best places for sightseeing. These the mesmerizing views of Uttarakhand are captured by one of our participants. Now, coming to food, traveling is always incomplete without food. So talking about food, Uttarakhand's famous cuisine dishes are of two types, Gadwali cuisine and Kumaoni cuisine. Kumaoni cuisine consists of raita, bhal, mithai, pulses, etc. Whereas Gadwali cuisine consists of grain, cereal, simple ingredients, fillings, etc. Traditional dress. Coming to traditional dress of Uttarakhand, Ghagra Choli with Oni is most typical dress worn by women in Uttarakhand, whereas men wear dhoti, lungi, kurta. Lungi is the low garment and kurta is the upper garment. Now coming to folk dances of Uttarakhand, you can see the virtual dance of Uttarakhand on your screen. Ramola dance, Cholia dance. Just see the elegance, expression, hand movement, body language of the participants in the dancing. How graceful it looks. Now coming to COVID-19 status, hospital status, literacy rate and revenue of Uttarakhand. The total revenue receipts of Uttarakhand is rupees 38,955. The overall literacy rate of Uttarakhand is 78.82%. There are 117 hospitals in Uttarakhand and there was a major outbreak of COVID-19 in this state with total cases up to 40,085. Now last but not the least, why you should visit Uttarakhand. Here are some fun and facts about Uttarakhand. Yoga capital. Rishikesh in Uttarakhand is the yoga capital in the world. It is believed that meditating in Rishikesh brings one closer to attainment of moksha. Mana village, Chamoli. It is the last Indian village which lies just 24 kilometers away from Sindh Indian international border. However, there are also plenty of coffee shops and restaurants here as well. So do visit Uttarakhand once in your lifetime. With that note, I'd like to conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Shritaj. Thank you, Shritaj. Now, from here, my co-host Govardhan Sharma will take over. Govardhan, your mic is on mute. Just unmute yourself, Govardhan. Your mic is on mute. Fine,
Hello.
fine, perfect. Yeah, perfectly fine.
जी, अब हम सीधा ले चलते हैं मेघा जी की तरफ। तो मेघा जी, कैसा लगा आपको उत्तराखंड का ये प्रेजेंटेशन?
नमस्कार। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी हियर, और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि आप हमारे कल्चर को आगे उसको बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं, बारे में डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा सुनकर, और जैसे कि क्षितिज जी ने बताया, उनको भी मैं थैंक यू सो मच बोलूँगी कि आपने बहुत अच्छी अच्छी बातें बताई हमारे उत्तराखंड के बारे में। तो मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगी, उत्तराखंड बहुत अच्छी, बहुत सुंदर जगह है। आपको मैं इन्वाइट भी करूँगी इधर, क्योंकि हर मोड़ पर यहाँ पे आपको नए नए लोग दिखेंगे जो आपका स्वागत के लिए आपका इंतजार करेंगे। अगर आपको योग करना है तो उत्तराखंड आइए, अगर आपको टूरिज्म और एडवेंचर्स में आप इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं तो आप उत्तराखंड आइए, और इसके साथ साथ अगर आप कोहरे और पॉल्यूशन से भी परेशान हैं तो भी आप उत्तराखंड आइए। मैं उत्तराखंड के लिए 4 लाइन कुछ गाना चाहूँगी आपके सामने।
जी जी।
फूल फुलनिया फूलों की घाटी, हौस जगुनिया क्यों परिडानी, नंदा देवी छाया जग सरधामा, पंच प्रयाग छा हिमकुंड धामा, मुखिया हरिद्वारा, जन्मभूमि मेरो पहाड़ा, गंगा जमुना अच्छा, गंगा जमुना अच्छा, बद्री के दारा, जन्मभूमि मेरो पहाड़ा।
तो मेघा जी, बहुत अच्छी आवाज है आपकी और आपने बहुत अच्छा गाया। और मेरा प्रश्न आपसे ये है कि क्या आज भी उत्तराखंड में लड़कों लड़कियों में भेद किया जाता है?
जी देखिए, भेद किया जाता है। मैं ऐसा नहीं कहूँगी कि सिर्फ उत्तराखंड में ही है ये डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, थोड़ा बहुत ये बाकी स्टेट्स में भी है। जैसे आपको पता होगा कि मेल की अपेक्षा थोड़ा कम है, वैसे ही एजुकेशन रेशियो भी मेल की अपेक्षा थोड़ा कम है, मगर हम इस चीज़ पर अभी काम कर रहे हैं और हमने काफ़ी हद तक ये बेहतर कर लिया है। तो हम चाहेंगे कि आगे भी ये और बेहतर हो जाए, और हमारे ही राज्य में नहीं, ये बाकी राज्यों में भी अच्छा हो, सब बेहतर बने, और ताकि हम आगे बढ़ें तो हमारे साथ साथ बाकी लोग भी आगे बढ़ें। तो हमें ये चीज़ ख़त्म करनी होगी, और ये धीरे धीरे ख़त्म भी हो रही है। बस कुछ ही जगह हैं जहाँ पे ये सब चीज़ें हैं, मगर वो बेहतर हो जाएंगी टाइम के साथ।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मेघा जी हमारे साथ आज जुड़ने के लिए। पहले हमने आपको सिक्किम की सैर करवाई, फिर हम आपको उत्तर की तरफ लेकर गए, और अब हम आपको लेकर चलते हैं एक दिल्ली, एक ऐसे शहर में जिसने गालिब को लिखना सिखाया, एक ऐसा शहर जिसने मीर से इश्क को वाकिफ करवाया, और एक ऐसा शहर जिसकी हवा में आज भी उर्दू की महक बसती है, एक ऐसा शहर जिसके हर मोड़ पर एक नई दुनिया बसती है, एक ऐसा शहर जो कई आगाजों को अंजाम देता है, एक ऐसा शहर जो कईयों के हौसलों को उड़ान देता है, एक ऐसा शहर जिसकी फिजा में एक अलग सा नशा है, और एक ऐसा शहर जो हजारों दफा उजड़ा और हजारों दफा बसा है। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ दिल्ली की। और अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगा आयुषी को कि वो आए और हमें दिल्ली की सैर करवाएं।
ये दिल्ली है दिल वालों की, मतवालों की, दीवानों की. Now let's come for a virtual tour of Dilwalo ki Delhi. Delhi is the capital city of India and also the heart city of India. Its population is around 2 crores with 1468 square kilometer geographical area. Let's turn down the page and see the history. Anangmal Tomar founded the city in 736 BC. The Mughal ruled here for 3 centuries. India Gate was built during the First World War. Now let's have a visit to some of the historical places. India Gate. It is the world's largest war memorial built in 21st century. Red Fort. Every year the PM comes and addresses the nation from Red Fort. Jantar Mantar. It is a phenomenal piece of architecture built in 1724. Qutub Minar. The height of Qutub Minar is 72.5, making it the tallest minaret built up of bricks. Others we have Rashtrapati Bhavan, Bangla Sahib Gurudwara. Now let's have some mouth-watering food from Delhi. Delhi chaat. We have a huge menu of chaat here. Some of them are aloo tikki, dahi bhalle, golgappe, parathas. Parathas are very famous at Delhi. We can have thousands of variety of paratha at Chandni Chowk. Some other dishes are chole bhature, biryani, nihari, rolls. Now let's have a look on the tradition of Delhi. Here women wear churidar salwar kameez with dupatta, while men prefer to wear kurta pajamas. Dance form. We can see a blend of both classical Indian and folk dances like hip hop and some Western dances. Next, we have the revenue status. It has a 11.5% annual growth in GDP, and it stands 13th in the GDP list. Literacy rate is quite surprising, as we can see the difference of 10% between the literacy rate of men and women. Delhi has seen a huge outbreak of pandemic. Till date, around 2 lakh people are tested positive, and we have lost around 5,100 lives. We have around 180 labs testing for COVID-19, and to compensate the loss of bed, patients are isolated at their own homes. Now let's have some fun facts. 20% of Delhi landmass is covered by forest. It is the second most populated city after Tokyo. It has Asia's largest wholesale market named Khari Boli. Entire public transport in Delhi runs on CNG. Now, I would like to end here and would leave you with a patriotism feeling. थर थर तीनों लोग कांपते थे जिनकी ललकारों पे, स्वर्ग नाचता था रण में जिनकी तलवारों पे. हम उन वीर की संतान, जियो जियो ए हिंदुस्तान. जय हिंद.
बहुत खूब कहा आपने आयुषी, और मैं अब अपने सहयोगी आकांक्षा से पूछना चाहूंगा कि आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे ये दिल्ली के बारे में.
बिल्कुल गोवर्धन, बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा. जो पंक्तियां आपने शुरुआत में कही दिल्ली के बारे में, बिल्कुल उससे मैं सहमत हूँ. ये शहर नहीं महफिल है, ये दिल्ली है मेरे यार, बस इश्क मोहब्बत प्यार.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने आकांक्षा, और मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा आयुषी का हमें ये दिल्ली की सैर करवाने के लिए. और पहले हमने आपको पश्चिम की सैर करवाई, फिर उत्तर की, और अब हम आपको ले चलते हैं भारत के स्कॉटलैंड कहे जाने वाले मेघालय में. और मैं अब आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगा स्पर्श को कि वो आए और हमें मेघालय की सैर करवाएं.
Meghalaya, nicknamed as the Scotland of the East by the Britishers, is probably the most beautiful state in India. The name Meghalaya means a dove of the clouds in Sanskrit. Meghalaya has abundant rainfall and sunshine around the year and is considered to be one of the richest botanical habitats of Asia. The state is blessed with abundant greenery, high hills, crystal clear rivers, and countless waterfalls. Tourist attraction in Meghalaya is a long list. However, some of the best places to visit are double-decker Living Root Bridge, Khasi Hills, Ledlam Canyon, Nohokaligai Waterfalls, and Elephant Falls. Meghalaya is home to some of the amazing and mysterious cave systems, and Mesram Cave is far most the popular of the lot. Meghalaya will not disappoint foodies either. As it is home to 3 Mongoloid tribes, it has a unique cuisine. Different from other 7 sister states of Northeast India, the staple food of people in Meghalaya is rice along with spicy meat and fish preparations. The popular dishes of Khasis and Jaintiyas are Jado, Kikapu, Tung Rambai, and pickled bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are also popular among Garos and are used in various dishes. For the ones who loves to explore different cultures and tradition, Jainism is the traditional costume for women and is usually made of mulberry silk, which is a local specialty. Over Jainism, they wear cotton shawls called Tapmokile. The most famous dance forms of the state are on your screen. Coming to the economic facts, Meghalaya's GDP for 2012 was estimated to be rupees 16,173 crore in current prices. The literacy rate stands at 74.4% in 2011, down from 92.6% in 2008. The state is handling the COVID-19 pandemic very well, as the cases are far less than northern and southern states. At present, there are 7 districts with 9 hospitals, 28 CHCs, 104 PHCs, 405 subcenters, 9 dispensaries, and 12 urban healthcare centers. Now, to quench your thirst or curiosity, here are some of the fun facts about the state. Malelong in Meghalaya is the cleanest village in India. It is one of the 7 northeastern states in India famous for high rainfall, mountains, subtropical forests, and biodiversity. After marriage, husband lives in wife's house and all ancestral property is inherited to the youngest daughter. Khasi, Garo, along with Jayanti and English are the common spoken languages. Malaysian receives the highest amount of rainfall in India. It is one of the 3 states in which Christianity is the chief religion. About 70% of the population in Meghalaya is of Christians. At last, I would like to say that your time on this planet is limited, but your quest to explore is not. So pack up your bags and hit the roads. Thank you.
बिल्कुल सही कहा स्पर्श आपने। मेघालय के ऊंचे पर्वत, गहरी घाटियां और प्रचुर वर्षा मेघालय के अद्भुत सौंदर्य को दर्शाती है। तो इससे आगे का सफर मैं अपने सहयोगी आकांक्षा पे छोड़ता हूँ।
Thank you, Govardhan. Now here I would like to welcome Mr. Ajay Jha from Meghalaya. Sir, please come forward and first of all, welcome. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, first of all, welcome to this event, Ekatra Bharat. So, sir, tell us something about Meghalaya. How was the presentation?
Yeah, it was nice one, but I want to tell you one thing regarding Spurs. There are not only 7 districts in Meghalaya, there are 11 districts in Meghalaya. Although he was very well in his speech and he described briefly and he spoke very nicely about Meghalaya. Really, the Meghalaya is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful hill station also. And you know that the beauty scene of this Meghalaya is very beautiful. So I invite all of you to please come Meghalaya and you will be really attracted to see the beautiful sights of the Meghalaya. And the literacy rate of Meghalaya is better than whatever Spurs said to you, said to all of you. It's, you know, that Meghalaya is totally depends on education. It has no other sources. Only the sources of Meghalaya is only, you know, that can say that the coal mines, the limestone and other things. Meghalaya is totally depend on the central government, central aids. Meghalaya doesn't have own resources like the agricultures, and they are very poor in Meghalaya. So if the Meghalaya, you know, that literacy, but the rate of literacy in Meghalaya is very good. And the people of Meghalaya are also very noble. They are very good hearted. Thank you.
Very well said, you, sir. So, sir, I would like to ask you a few questions. So, my first question is, do you think this event, Ekatra Bharat, will give some impact on the youth? As you know, the Indian culture is, you know, has been lost somewhere. So, do you think it will impact the youth?
Yes, of course, 100%. I mean, that's your reports are 100%, and that will profit or a lot for the youth, not only for our state, but for the whole state of Meghalaya, a whole state of India. You have your reports is very, you know, that it's a fantastic, and appreciate for your efforts and for your institutional efforts. A lot of thanks for these efforts.
Thank you so much, sir. So indeed, sir, it was a very incredible initiative by the team, and I think that all of us must have learned from this something, and all the people who are watching us must have learned about the Indian culture, about the different states. So, sir, next question coming up to you is, do you think that the people's mentality in your state is changing regarding the initiatives like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao?
Yes, ma'am, a lot. Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi has changed a lot. And particularly, as I told you, that our state is totally dependent on the central government's aid. So our state is following a lot, and particularly we have got a good chief minister. It's very reasonable chief minister, Conrad Sangma, and his father was also the speaker of the Lok Sabha. So he's doing a lot for the state of Meghalaya. Regarding, that it's a very clean city, particularly in Shillong, which is the headquarters of the East Coast Hills. It's a very clean city. You will really attracted to see the city of this Meghalaya, and that there is a lot of changing since the coming of our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has changed a lot in our state.
Very well said, sir. Sir, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. And we hope and I wish that all of us will visit the Meghalaya state. So, sir, thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you a lot.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now I request Ruchika ma'am to please come forward and tell us something about this whole event.
Good evening, everyone. Well, it was really very nice to listen to the kids, and especially these days when they are home, and most of them, they are busy enjoying the hospitality at home, being pampered by moms, and like less of interest in this thing that classes are going on. We should be the part of them enthusiastically the way we had. Midst this, it was really good to listen to the beautiful views, the way they presented different states. In a way, the colorful India that we are aware of, they have just brought it live in front of us, and I really enjoyed listening to all of you. It was a wonderful event. God bless you all. Best wishes for the event tomorrow. And it was really great to see how well they presented the things, how hard they worked in order to get those pictures and the data together in order to present it in a short duration of 3 minutes. It was great.
So, ma'am, how was the creativity of the students or the participants?
Well, if I talk about creativity, some of them were very creative. See, being a verbal faculty, there are different aspects that we tend to look at when we are looking at the presentation. So even in the parameters that you people gave to me, I somehow was able to fit my parameters and look at the things from that point of view. And I realized that some of them, they really remember well what they have been taught in their verbal and soft skills classes. So it was really good to see that.
True, ma'am. And I hope that the let the best one wins. So, ma'am, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this, we have landed to the end of today's part of this event. Congratulations once again to all the participants. It was Nehru who coined the phrase unity in diversity. And I hope that we all today carried out that legacy throughout our event, Ekatra Bharat. India is not just incredible, it is acquirable. It won't just accept you, but pull you with an open arm, allowing your passions to find peace. India is personalized and endless profusion of everything for everyone. If you don't have all that you singularly want, but it will give you one thing that makes you richer. Did you saw it today, what I saw? I hope you did. Everywhere you go, it will have a secret to share. It will give you a memory to take back forever. So discover your India that truly is yours. So on the behalf of Ekatra Bharat Airlines and the entire crew of student organization Techions, I would like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to see you on the boat tomorrow. Have a nice evening.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का आज हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए।